Okay, welcome back. This time we're looking at the Spanish civilization. We're looking for a castle drop build order on Arena with knights and transitioning into Conquistadors. Now this is a 27 plus 2 population build order. What we mean by that, we'll have 27 population just before we click up to Feudal Age, and then after we've hit Feudal Age we'll train 2 more villagers before we click up to Castle Age. We will have knights with us as well when we drop the castle, so there's a bit of protection for the villagers, but also knights can cause damage, of course, in your opponent's base once you've broken through. It's a standard start, 2 houses, 6 villagers on sheep, and if you're interested in the written build order, do look at the YouTube description or have instructions there on how you can grab it. So 6 on sheep, and then the next 4 villagers will go to wood. Let's speed things up a little bit, shall we? Okay, lumber camp going to be placed there. In the meantime, we're pushing in deer. So far, so good. Okay, now that we've got 4 villagers on wood, we're going to go grab our first boar. And then the next villager is going to build 2 houses near the wood line and then go straight to wood. That villager goes to wood, of course, and then the next villager will go to build a mill and berries, and then the next 3 villagers will go to berries as well, making 4 in total on berries. So there's 1. We're going to push the deer in as well. This is obviously sped up, so try and keep up, but pause it if you need to. There's the 3rd villager on berries, that's the 4th. Now the next villager is going to want to grab the next boar, your second boar, and then after that the next 3 villagers will go to berries, making a total of 7 on berries. So this villager is going to go grab the boar. And the next 3 villagers to berries. Okay, we've got 7 there now. So the next villager is going to want to go to stone, build a house first, and then mining camp, and the next villager is going to go straight to the stone. Okay, so far so good. The next villager is going to go to gold, and so is the next one. So we'll have 2 on gold as well. So 2 on stone, 2 on gold, and then the last 2 villagers for the build order are going to go to berries. So in total, as we're clicking up, we'll have 9 villagers on berries. There's 8, 9th one coming up, and we'll click up. Okay, so we've clicked up to Feudal Age. We're well on our way. Now the next few things we need to talk about is just you've got 8 villagers underneath the TC. Be a bit careful that none of them bug out. Sometimes when you've got 8 it gets a bit crowded and they can bug out. Just fix the bugs. And we'll need to think about what to do next. We'll take 1 villager from wood to build a house and the barracks. We need to think about our villagers on berries. And once the berries run out, we will take 4 villagers from berries to stone and 5 villagers to gold. We'll want to queue up 2 villagers from the TC. Those villagers will go to straggler tree. And once we've hit Feudal Age, we'll take a villager from the wood line to drop a stable and 1 villager to drop a blacksmith. We'll want to, of course, scout our opponent as well. We need to think about where we'll put our castle. We want to put our castle near a gold or stone pile if possible. Ideally stone though, because you want to take your villagers to stone so that they can drop a second castle. Sometimes on some map generations it's fine. It's difficult to find stone, so you're just stuck with gold. But there's usually a neutral gold or stone that you can grab. So to be fair, you could even put the castle here and you'll have access to that protected stone. The stone is the way to go for. Now we're going to drop the blacksmith and the stable, and the villagers from berries are going to go to stone and gold. Remember we said 4 on stone, 5 on gold, 2 villagers from the TC to straggler tree. Once the stable and blacksmith have been built, you can click up to Castle Age. You can actually get double bit axe now if you want. You've got enough res for that. There's the blacksmith, there's the stable, and we click up to Castle Age. Alright, looking good. Now the next thing you want to queue up is a loom, because your villagers are going to go forward and they're going to need loom for the protection. Get horse collar as well. And now the villagers from underneath the TC on the food will go to the straggler tree. And will eventually drop farms once you get 60 wood and have researched horse colour. So let's speed things up a little bit, shall we? You want to save up for 650 stone. There comes Loom, all queued up, ready to go. Once you hit Castle Age, you want to train knights as well to go along with your villagers. Now you can do one of two things. With the villagers on stone, when they move out, you could drop a house first and then build your castle. Or you could just go straight for the castle. If you go straight for the castle, you will be housed temporarily. But it's not the end of the world because the eco doesn't necessarily allow you to have full knight and conch production to start off anyway. So, but yeah, the castle will give you the population space that you'll need. Just passing, that scout probably saw those villagers, but that's a problem, I guess. But you can try and keep your scout with your villagers or ahead of your villagers. But there's a knight there anyway for protection, so this castle can't really be stopped at this point. As we discussed, we're going to be housed just temporarily. But that lets our eco catch up. Now the castle's gone up. We're going to start going for the stone wall. Get your knights and start training conquistadors as well. Take the villagers to stone, and periodically you're going to want to drop some houses. So back home, whilst that castle's doing its job, you're going to want to get next villagers to straggler trees, and you drop farm as soon as you can, and you hit 60 wood. That's pretty much the build in a nutshell. You know, you're going to get in soon enough with the knights and the conquistadors, and you build up a little bit of an army. You're going to get more stone from those villagers forward to drop your second castle inside their base if you can. And that should be it. You just keep your eco balanced between food and gold, keep getting villagers, drop farms, go to gold. Eventually you'll want to get the gold mining upgrade and perhaps bow saw as well, and of course the blacksmith upgrades for your conquistadors and knights. Now looks like we've broken through. Conquistadors and knights causing mayhem. Don't need to take any unnecessary fights, just cause a bit of idle eco time and make sure you're getting enough stone for the second castle. We're at 500 stone, so we're almost there. And at this point, with 20 farms, you'll want to start moving villagers to gold, and you should be able to maintain pretty decent conquistador and knight production here. I'm getting the gold mining upgrade now, and the villagers are going to get prepped for a second castle drop. And there's not much your opponent can do about this. So, pretty good build. It gets a lot of early aggression. Let me know how you get on with it if you try it out on the rank ladder. Hope you enjoyed this video and found the build order useful. And hopefully we'll see you on the next video.